Hello, everyone. This is Yamina from Dr. GPCR. Welcome to the video edition of the Dr. GPCR monthly newsletter for March 2024. I'm very excited to announce that Dr. Sam Hoare will be coming and teaching a workshop at the Dr. GPCR University. Mark your calendars from May 9th to May 30th, 2024. I also want to mention that next month in the video edition of the Dr. GPCR News, I will be hosting Dr. Sam Hoare, who will talk to us a little bit more about the workshop he'll be hosting. The class will be about advanced data analysis for GPCR pharmacology. It'll be held on Thursdays, every Thursday between May 9th and 30th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You'll get access to Dr. Sam Hoare for 2 hours. The first part of the class will be a short mini lecture, and the second part will be an open live Q&A where you can come in, ask your questions, and learn more about advanced data analysis. This is a hands-on workshop, and the objectives of the course include learning advanced GPCR pharmacology data analysis to support drug discovery and GPCR research. You'll get to understand the approaches and philosophies underlying the paradigms we use in GPCR pharmacology analysis. You'll hear more about the practical realities and the trade-offs of data analysis in drug discovery industry. So as I mentioned, you get access to Dr. Hoare and his knowledge 4 times 2 hours live on Zoom. Also, you'll be able to get a 30-minute one-on-one complimentary meeting with Dr. Sam Hoare according to his availability. You'll get access to the cohort's Dr. GPCR Ecosystem group, where you'll be able to find Dr. Hoare, your classmates, a chat wall where you can ask questions and interact. You'll get access to the course materials and recordings each week. For this workshop, you will be able to get access to the pre-class material so that you can get ready for this hands-on workshop. You will also get a course completion certificate signed by Dr. Hoare and Dr. GPCR. For those of you signing up as individuals, because this time we got ready, you'll be able to get a complimentary 1-year Dr. GPCR Ecosystem Premium membership, a $250 value. You'll get all the access to all the content in the ecosystem with this complimentary ecosystem premium membership, including the forums, the private groups, the previous talks that have been recorded in the context of the summit or the symposia. In addition to that, if you join us as an individual, for the next 12 months, you'll always get access to the early bird discount on any future Dr. GPCR University course. So this course is actually a practical approach to Dr. Terry Kinakin's Applying Pharmacology to Drug Discovery that we held for the first time in February 2024. So you'll get to increase your knowledge on pharmacology and mainly your practical approach to analyzing pharmacology data. I will also like to invite you to take advantage of the early bird registration that is until April 18th, and you'll get to save 25% on the workshop costs. You get to reserve your spot today. We're ready for you, whether you want to join us as an individual, as a small team, or as a larger team. One thing I want to also mention that for this workshop, and from now on, you will be able to, if you live in a developing country, we have a Google form for you. And the first 5 people who live and work in a developing country will be able to join Dr. Sam's class and any future course for the upcoming future for free. So please fill out the Google form. Let us know who you are, what do you work on, and what do you think you're going to get out of Dr. Sam Hoare's workshop. All right, so next talking point that I have for you is about the Dr. GPCR Symposia. March 15th, we launched the first Dr. GPCR Symposium, and we hosted talks about GPCR activation and signaling. If you were unable to join us, I can tell you that we were a large group. We listened to very interesting presentations, but we also had very nice discussions. If you'd like to watch the talks again, either from the symposium held in March or last year's symposia, you can do so on demand if you are or you want to join the ecosystem as a premium member. One thing I also want to mention regarding the symposia and the ecosystem in general, that if you are in a developing country or if you're facing financial hardships, please contact us at hello@drgpcr.com for a 90% discount on our premium membership. I also want to ask you to mark your calendars for the next two events, next two symposia we'll be holding. The next one is June 7th, and we'll be talking about structural and molecular insights in GPCR function. And the last one for this year is going to be on October 11th on GPCRs as therapeutic modalities. If you have a really cool story, if you have a trainee in your team or an early career scientist or someone who would like to give a talk at any of these two events, I invite you to email us at hello@drgpcr.com. We also are offering the opportunity to present posters in breakout rooms. We'll most likely be on Zoom. You don't need to have a complete story. You don't have to have a complete poster. Just bring a couple of slides. We'll sit together and we'll have a conversation about your research. Hopefully we can help you with ideas, suggestions, and maybe connect you to your new collaborator. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the Dr. GPCR podcast, which is 4 years old, actually 4 years old as of last month, February 2024, is coming to reaching a milestone, and that is getting to episode 150. Before we get to episode 150, I just want to mention that we have recorded several episodes lately and have released them. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our guests. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't caught up on the Dr. GPCR podcast episodes, I invite you to listen to the latest episodes we've recorded with John Janetsko, Mike Fagan, Claudia Steubert, Davide Calibero, and Aurélien Risque. I really enjoyed talking to everyone on the podcast. I also want to mention that if you would like to be featured on the podcast, whether you're a trainee, a PhD student, a master's student, an early career scientist, or an established scientist, I always welcome new guests. So feel free to email us at hello@drgpcr.com, and we'll make sure to pencil you in for a podcast recording. Now, a little bit more about that milestone. We're reaching soon episode 150. And I want to take a moment to thank everyone who's been on the podcast, everyone who has been of great support in everything we've been doing, including the podcast. Stay tuned for exciting surprises and exclusive content as we continue to grow and evolve. We have an exciting, gonna have exciting news in celebrating this 150th episode of the podcast. For the Ecosystem Premium membership, which I've talked to you a little bit about in the context of the university and the symposia, I just wanted to mention that we launched a monthly payment alternative for the premium membership. Take a look, let us know what you think, and I hope you can join us and peruse more of the ecosystem. All right, last but not least, I want to keep this as short as possible. If you are on the job market and you would like some help to either find a job, or if you're hiring, we do have a Dr. GPCR job board. You can send us your job ad. We'll be more than happy to post it. If you're looking to find a position or find somebody to fill a position, we're more than happy to connect you to our chief matchmaker, Mark Schmeisel. We have a form set up in the written edition of the news. You'll be able to reach out to Mark by completing that form. Mark specializes in crafting ideal matches between companies and talented individuals, ensuring a seamless fit for both candidates and employers. Mark's expertise can steer you towards exciting opportunities in your desired field, which obviously is a GPCR field. Whether you're looking for a new challenge and contemplating a career change, Mark is your man. All right, with this, I want to say thank you again for listening or watching the video edition of the Dr. GPCR monthly newsletter for March 2024. I'd like to say thank you to our team. You know who you are. We'll be featuring our team very soon. Not for episode 150, but you'll see what we have in the bag for you. And with this, I'll see you next month with Dr. Sam Hoare.